WCW Superbrawl Wrestling, World Championship Wrestling. There's so many wrestlings on this box art because WCW itself stands for World Championship Wrestling, and then you have Superbrawl Wrestling. So you have World Championship Wrestling, Superbrawl Wrestling. Like, does this box art execute? Does it slap? Does it do the things that it's supposed to do? I vote no. I do not find this to be a very efficacious box art, and this is why. Is there action on this box art? No, not really. You have Sting pointing to you. You have Vader doing the, oh God, I've never been able to do that. You have Vader doing the Star Trek thing, live long and be prosperous, Spock. And Vader is looking like a mutant chipmunk. It is bad. And you have Ric Flair. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Okay, so there's no action. No action. Which, for a game that is a wrestling video game, kind of a fail to not have any action for your box art in wrestling. I feel like if you are a wrestling video game, you should be showcasing your wrestlers wrestling. Like that's kind of so. Criteria number 2, does this box art convey what the gameplay experience is about? Looking at this box art as a 10-year-old boy, would you be able to figure out what this gameplay experience is? Also, no, not really. Not really. Granted, they're using the baked-in audience that is already there for wrestling. If you are a wrestling fan, you know about the WCW roster, you know about WCW. So you don't really need to have a box art convey that to the fans, but that does not excuse having good box art that'll have other people that are not wrestling fans pick it up. You know, there might be a kid one day who's just like, I heard about this WCW wrestling. I want to see what it's all about. And they just have some muscly men on the front of it. And it's just, I feel like they could have done better. I feel like this is not a pass. I feel like this is a fail. Good for the roster. I mean, they chose like the top WCW roster, Flair, Sting, and Vader. That's a good roster. That's a strong roster to represent on the box art. But they could have put maybe in the background some actual moves taking place, some fans screaming, the intros, some brighter colors. This is kind of lazy. I feel like this is kind of lazy. So, you know. WCW Superbrawl made its debut on the SNES and only the SNES, November of 1994. It was developed by Beam Software, as we see here. And we've talked about Beam Software before on previous OTLs. Beam Software, they were most notably known for Shadowrun. They developed Shadowrun for the SNES. And most notably known for Baby T-Rex on the Game Boy. I will never stop referencing Baby T-Rex ever. Oh, God. I love it. I love it. WCW was published by FCI Inc. FCI Inc. is Fujisankei, I can't pronounce it. Communications, International Inc. They're kind of like Japan's version of Warner Media or Clear Channel. They're a mixed media conglomerate. They got a lot of ladles and a lot of pots of soup. That's basically all you need to know about FCI. So this game is noteworthy for being the only WCW wrestling game released on the SNES, which is, in my opinion, a fucking tragedy because you had so many video game fans just itching and clamoring for any wrestling video games during the mid-90s. And WCW could have just shot their shot to the moon, but they didn't. They only released one game during the whole SNES run. This WCW Superbrawl is also notable for depicting the rare gimmick of Dustin Rhodes, most notably known as Gold Dust. But here, Dustin Rhodes in WCW was known as the natural Dustin Rhodes. Not such a great gimmick. Also, not often seen in wrestling video games. The roster on this one had Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Like, Ricky wasn't in a lot of wrestling games, if any, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think if there was one. There's probably one that I'm forgetting, but Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was in this. And look how fucking jacked Ricky Steamboat is here. God damn, man. He was just as muscular as Hulk Hogan, just shorter. Hulk Hogan is a really tall dude. Hulk Hogan's like 6'6", and Ricky Steamboat, I think he's like 6 foot. So, but Ricky, man, he was fucking jacked. Silly Danny Diesel over here. For all the unique qualifiers that I just mentioned, Superbrawl got pretty collectively shat on by the reviewers for having wooden gameplay and game feel, for having mediocre action, and for having sound effects that sounded like they were recorded on a Talkboy. They were also criticized for having a bit of sameness when compared to its rival with the games the WWF was releasing at the time, which was only one game in 1994, and that was Raw is War, which I feel like, again, is not really a very fair comparison, because guess what, guys? This game is also on the Outside the Lens list. This game, Raw is War, the rival, WWF, it sucks. It's not a good game. It's no bueno. It sucks. So it makes me a little tremulous to get into WCW Superbrawl, knowing that this game is apparently reviewed worse than Raw is War, which Raw is War sucked. It was not a good game. So this game, WCW Superbrawl, was guilty of what a lot of old wrestling video game sins. The older wrestling video games, they all kind of are attributed with the sin of using weaker variety moves for wrestlers' finishers. So people who are not into wrestling, a wrestler has a signature move that they usually do at the end of the match to finish their opponent so that they can pin them for the 1, 2, 3 and win the match. And that's called their finishing move. I'm sure you understand the concept, the general concept. However, in this video game, there are moves that other wrestlers can do normally as part of their subset, their repertoire, that are also other wrestlers' finishing moves. So you can see how that kind of dilutes down and weakens the finishing impact, the signature move. So, for example, Johnny B. Bad, also known as Mark Marrow. Johnny B. Bad, he had the basic left hook for his finisher, which was his finisher in real life in the video game or outside the video game world. But as you can tell, converting that over to a video game, you're not going to be stoked for a wrestler that hits somebody with a left hook. And then also Dustin Rhodes, as we saw earlier, the natural. Dustin Rhodes, his finisher in the game is the Bulldog. And the Bulldog is just, you put your opponent's head in your arm in a headlock. So his head is coming out this way. So his body is pointed this way. His head is inside the arm. And then you run with his head in your arm, and then you jump and land on your ass. And so the thought process is you're driving your opponent's face into the mat. That's called a Bulldog. So the Bulldog, while that was his real finisher at the time in WCW, that is a normal standard move for other wrestlers in the game. So you can see how that diminishes and reduces the effect of having a finisher for that wrestler. Definitely expected the dude on the right to be named the Mole or something based on the foot. We'll bring that back up. He does look like the Mole. His name is Big Van Vader. He was a legitimate big guy, bad guy heel. Vader was one of the best of the best. However, he had a reputation for hurting, like in real life, hurting jobbers, enhancement talent. They hire people called jobbers. Their role is to lose the match to make the other established wrestler look better. So the established wrestler comes in, does all their signature moves, looks like a fucking monster, looks like a phenom. The crowd watches the jobber match, the enhancement talent match, and they're like, oh my God, Vader is so strong. Look what he did to this jobber. So jobbers they brought in, they were usually just local talent in the area, in the town that they were touring. And they were just like, hey, you're going to fight Vader in a match, in a jobber match, in an enhancement talent match for 2 minutes. Vader's going to fucking destroy you. Here's $100 for the night. However, Vader kind of broke the cardinal rule in wrestling, which is you're supposed to take care of your opponent's body. You want everybody to go home in one piece. You want them to go home in the same way that they entered the ring with. You know, to take care of your opponent, to not injure them. And Vader was known for being stiff in the wrestling world, and stiff means that you're not pulling your punches. Means when you punch a guy in the face, you are legitimately punching them in the face. And Vader was 400 pounds, and he's a fat fuck, but like he's muscular as fuck. He's powerful. So Vader was known to beat the shit out of enhancement talent and jobbers, and he actually broke one guy's back, like completely broke his back because he slammed him in a powerbomb way too hard. And so he has a reputation for being an asshole in that regard. However, at the time, that demonstration of force and violence, real violence, got him over with the fans. People were like, oh, okay, well, I know wrestling's fake, but that guy, he's the real deal. And technically he kind of was. So, you know, Vader also known for wrestling in Japan and notable for, I think he was going to get up against Stan Hansen. His eyeball popped out in the middle of the fucking match. He got hit with a stray blow to the eye. His eyeball fell out of his fucking socket, and Vader pushed it back in and finished the match, which is fucking crazy.
What's cool? What's hot? And looks awesome on you?
WCW wear.
That's right. We're gonna make you look good with the new official WCW wear.
This stuff is excellent. Oh, yeah.
We've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, shirts, and more. Cool clothes for all ages. WCW wear.
Where?
Right here. To order your WCW wear, get the catalog by calling toll-free 1-800-4WCW now.
And just like always, if there's an intro movie, we're going to lay out and watch the intro movie. I'm pretty sure there isn't, but we'll do it. We'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, FCI presents WCW Superbrawl Wrestling.
Okay. Oof, look at that title screen, though. That's bad. That is not a good title screen. The intro was good. The intro was actually good. They had that was a soundbite, a little sound sample of Tony Schiavone, the announcer at the time for WCW. I'm surprised they got that in there. Like, that's notable. That is notable. This title screen is butt ass, though. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. The character select for this game, infamous. Infamous. Did they have to pick someone with an outfit that is the same color as their skin? Dude looks like he's nude. Yeah, that's Flying Brian. That's Brian Pillman. He's deceased. He's dead now. But yeah, he's wearing some nude trunks. Yeah, you are on the money, Erica, like usual. All right, let's check out our onions. What do we got for onions? We got Vader right there. That's Vader. I could be wrong. All right, I think that's Ric Flair right there. I think that is Steve Austin. That's stunning Steve Austin right there over him. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Steve Austin. You can't tell by the face because it's a fucking blob of fucking pixels, but, you know, he's just weirdly wrinkly in the crotchal area. Yeah, just like, you know, just like Ric Flair. All right, let's check out our onions. It keeps bouncing us back. Option, what? You can change the different titles. 3 falls, 3 minutes. We're not doing 3 falls. Who the fuck wants to do that? We're doing 1 fall. We'll do the heavyweight, count out outside, allow outside. We'll have the count out. Ooh, we're not gonna do mono. That ain't gonna work. Almost wrote stereo sound to steroid sound. It was the tradition at the time. There's no music playing here. There's a password system in a wrestling video game? It's weird, man. That's weird. All right, we're gonna do it, guys. We're putting 15 minutes on the clock. There it is. We're in it. Let's do it. We're gonna do the ultimate challenge. We're gonna fight everybody. Please select a wrestler. Okay. Here it is, guys. This is what WCW Superbrawl was most notable for. The actual animated roster. We're gonna go through them one by one. Okay, right here, this is Dustin Rhodes. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the timer. I don't want us to eat up our time here. This is Dustin Rhodes, the Natural, more commonly known as Gold Dust. This is Big Van Vader. This is Ravishing Rick Rude. I do like that they put the sound clips in there, the sound samples. I do like that. I think that's good. This is Ric Flair. We all know Ric Flair. I wish they popped out when you highlighted them. It seems like the pop-outs are random as fuck. All right, so that's Ric Flair. That's Johnny B. Bad, otherwise known as Mark Marrow. That is Rick Steiner. I do not know what animation they gave Rick Steiner. He's just...
The sexiest man alive. Show respect.
Rick Steiner, what'd they do to you? This is Sting. There he is. That's Flying Brian. That's Brian Pillman. That's Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump.
Who deserves the belt? I'm bad.
That's Ron Simmons, otherwise known as Farouk in WWF. What was that? What was that? Seriously. That's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And that's Barry Windham. All right, guys. We'll return to our timer now that we've dissected the roster. Ric Flair and Stinger are the only ones I remember. Ah, brother. Brother. We're gonna do the man, the myth, the legend. The Nature Boy! Woo! Woo wings! Nature Boy, Ric Flair. All right, to be the man, you have to beat the man. All right, we're gonna be Ric Flair. Ultimate Challenge. We're going up against Barry Windham. I think that's Barry Windham. Oh. Okie doke. Okie doke. What do we got here? Okay. Oh. I should not have paused the timer. We should have let that bitch run out. Okay, Atomic Drop from Flair. I don't know what this button does. Flair never did a giant swing or an airplane spin in his entire life. I do like that they got little Tony Schiavone sound clips there. That's cool. No. Oh, Ric Flair doing a sunset flip? Okay. The continuity here. Okay, can we go up? Yep, we can. Oh, I don't know what that was. I don't know what animation that was. Bro, we are getting rocked here by the Natural, Dustin Rhodes. Oh, God. Oh, bro, it's not good. It's not good, guys. I don't know. Okay. That was a suplex of some sort. What do we... Oh, damn, a tombstone? What? Ric Flair throwing out a tombstone? That don't make sense. Okay, backbreaker. They do have, like, a surprisingly robust selection of moves. Okay, not robust, but, you know, a good amount of moves. This is the 3/4 isometric view, not the best for wrestling, because it's kind of hard to... What are you doing, brother? What are you doing there? It's kind of hard to line up Oh, fuck, he hit me with the Bulldog. That's what I was talking about before. That's his, Dustin Rhodes' finisher. Oh, yeah, that's right. Punch. He hit me with the Bulldog again. Jesus Christ.
1, 2, 3.
What? Fast count, ref. What is that? What is that? Woo! That sucked. That sucked. All right, we're gonna choose somebody different.
The sexiest man alive.
That's right. That's me. You're talking about me.
Respect.
Give respect. We're gonna be Big Van Vader.
Who deserves the belt? You want Vader?
That's right. I love Vader. Opponents tremble for their lives when Vader steps into the ring with his crippling powerbomb. In the words of the big man himself, the name of the game is pain. That's a shitty quote because Vader was more known for, it's time, it's time, it's Vader time. And they do a little echo when he says time, 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 time. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys, it's fine. Oh God, what did they do to Vader? What did they do to him? Why did they make him look like this? I still haven't even totally figured out what my buttons are. Okay, tombstone, looks like Vader's got the tombstone too. Ooh, guys, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Vader looks weird. Yes, he does, York. You are on the money. He don't look right, man. It's because Vader had full length trunks. He had full legged trunks. And this, they gave him like singlet shorts trunks. And that ain't right. That ain't right. Your continuity there is not there, game. Bro, do they all have the same moves? How do we do a different move? What was that? What was that, guys? Did I backshot him? Give him the back shots? Vader, block, bro. Jesus, do something. Give him the punches. Okay, tombstone. The problem is like, oh God, I don't actually know how to do. Oh shit, that was cool. That was pretty cool. Okay. I don't know if that was a blow to the midsection or, okay, run is R button. Okay, that sucks. Big gimp boy, yeah. They did not do Vader right. Oh wow, this man, 450 pounds, could do a backflip off the fucking top rope. Felt bad for any of his opponent who got hit with it though. Oh God, 'cause he a big old boy. Oh, what the fuck was that? Seriously. Right now this game is doing the cardinal sin of wrestling video games, which is it's kind of hard to figure out how to actually do your moves. That's not a good thing. It's kind of hard also to line up. Vader, are you gonna do anything? It's also hard to line up where your attack is because of the isometric view. The collision is a little fucking wonky. And all I can do is the airplane spin, apparently. Guys, I don't know if we're gonna make it a full 15 minutes on this one. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh shit, I got suplexed outside the ring. Come on out, big boy. Come on out. You coming out? Come get it. Come get it. It's Vader time. Airplane spin. That's the only move I know. Is it, if I press like down and grapple, will that do anything? Nope. We're just gonna airplane spin the whole match. Okay. Gut buster, side buster, rib breaker. Ooh, the refillable health is interesting. Yeah, it is. Like, it is kind of strange for a wrestling game to have refillable health, which means that the match is going to last longer. Unless like it was the last match where that crooked ass ref fucking fast counted my ass. This game sucks, guys. All right, it's not good. It is not good. I don't remember having very fond memories of the game when it came out and played it. So, I mean, I was a wrestling junkie. So I devoured anything and everything that had to deal with wrestling. But this is not a good offering, guys. I mean, I do like certain aspects, like the sound samples are actually really good. And that's cool to have in the middle of a match, you know, the wrestler to actually like scream a catchphrase at you while you're wrestling. I think that's cool. And the ref sounds good. Oh, that's a hip toss. Tony Schiavone coming in to do a little, I think that's cool too. I could see how that could get fucking annoying quick, but bro, why can I not put this guy down? I don't know what happened there. Oh, that's right. None of that. Vader will have none of that, sir. None of that. Oh, man, this is terrible, guys. Only good part of this game is the character select screen. You are correct, sir. You are correct, York. This is not a good game. What the fuck? Vader doing flipping. 450-pound man doing flipping drop kicks. That's not... Again, that is one of the criticisms for this game, is that the move roster is not diverse for the characters themselves. Everybody kind of has the same moves, and that's a death knell. Yeah, Vader doing a flipping fucking sunset flip. Get out of here. That's a death knell for a video game, for a wrestling video game. Bro, are you guys... Oh, shit, okay. Are you guys seeing how hard it is to actually do moves? And on top of, outside of shitty collision, it seems like there's almost like an input lag with the actual, because right now, it looks like I'm just walking around. I'm actually pressing buttons. Ooh, this is rough to watch. Yeah. 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 Do you guys want one more match? Do you want one more match? I'll give it to you if you want it. If not, I'll call it. I'll call it. This is the experience, all right? I don't think it's going to get better than this. It's only going to get worse. Look at Pillman's health. He's all the way back up to fucking full health. How the fuck do you win this game, bro? One more match could last 10 minutes. You were right on the money, John. We're not doing one more match. Bro, I would say let him pin me and be over, but our health has completely refilled. Don't do it. I won't. I will not. We will move on to greener pastures, to better games. Hopefully better games. I mean, I know you guys were just fucking enthralled with the 14 airplane spins that happened in this game, but also it's kind of hard to pin. I mean, I know there's rope breaks. If you pin too close to the ropes, it won't go through, just like real wrestling. An opponent being under the rope or touching the rope means the pin has to be broken or the submission has to be broken. So you cannot win if an opponent's limbs, head, if anything's touching or is under the ropes. But fuck, man. It is hard to pin. All right, we're just gonna get counted out. Fuck it, we're going home. He stopped counting! I can't even lose this game, bro! This game is so bad that you can't even lose it. What's the circles on the left of the foot? If I had to guess, that's probably your finishing move, your special move. Fuck if I know how to do it, John! You think it would be easy to figure out. If Vicer was here, I would send him to look after the manual to figure it out. Somebody go on GameFAQs and read how to do the finishers. Not that I'm going to be able to do one, because I don't even have one stored up. So, fuck. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Oh, guys. You want Vader! And that was Vader's actual voice. So, I mean, I give it props in that aspect, that like they actually do have the announcer and wrestlers' voices chopped in there, which I think is cool. But god damn, bro, you cannot kill Brian Pillman. I mean, he's dead now, so technically you can, but not in this game. Vader is also dead now, too. A lot of the roster is dead, actually. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to reset. We're just going to look at the roster, and we're going to go through who's dead. Because there's a lot of wrestlers that are dead now. Wrestlers, their life expectancy, not the longest. It's a hard life. You do a lot of drugs. You're on the road. You do a lot of alcohol. You're on the road. You probably eat a lot of shit. Back in the day. Nowadays, you have a lot more healthier options, I'm sure. But back in the day, you know, it was a lot of fast food and or gas station food. You know, that's about it. Let's just take a look at the roster and see who's dead. Okie doke. All right, Dustin Rhodes, he's still alive. He's in AEW right now. Van Vader, Big Van Vader, he's dead. Ravishing Rick Rude, he's dead. Ric Flair, still alive, somehow. Have no idea how. Still alive, though. Mark Marrow, still alive. Rick Steiner, still alive. Sting, still alive, still wrestling in AEW. Flying Brian Pillman, he's dead. Scott Steiner, still alive. Ron Simmons, Farouk, still alive. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, still alive. Barry Windham. I think Barry Windham's alive.
Who deserves the belt?
I think he's alive. He might be dead, though. Barry Windham? He might be dead. I know his son, Kendall Windham, or one of, I can't remember the lineage. He was Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's dead. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 wrestlers dead on this roster. So 1/3 of the roster is actually dead. I think Barry is still kicking. Yeah, okay, so presumably still alive. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I wasn't sure about Barry Windham. Oh, we made it the whole 15 minutes. We didn't have to rage quit. Okay, guys. Okay, cool. Such a turd. Criteria number 1 for the 15 minutes in which I played this game. Was I entertained? Fuck no. 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 This was not a good wrestling game. This was not a good video game. No. Not good. Do not play it. As York said, fucking the best part is the character roster. And that's just to laugh at it. So, not good. No bueno. I was not entertained. There are assets to the game. There are aspects to the game that I do think are good. Animating the character roster, I think that's good. Having kind of a diverse roster, I think that's good. I mean, Johnny B. Bad, Dustin Rhodes, Rick Rude, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Vader. These are all wrestlers that really weren't in a lot of wrestling video games at the time, if ever, until like maybe PlayStation 1 era. So I think that's cool. And I think having the digitized audio samples of the wrestlers and the announcer talking, I think that's cool. Not a lot of wrestling games were doing that at the time. So I think that's legit. However, the rest of it, terrible. Absolute sewage wine. All right, it is bad. Criteria 2. Now that I played this game, does my memory of this game exist outside the lens of nostalgia? Also, no. Fuck no. Polluted memory core, corrupted, all the data has been lost. You're putting a giant magnet to that hard drive, all right? This is bad. Granted, my memory core of this game is actually that I had a bad time and it wasn't a good game. So I guess technically you could say that that memory core was just reinforced, just bolstered, just made even worse. So I don't have a lot of fond nostalgia of this game, but now that I've played it, I certainly do not now. It's bad, guys. It's bad. And that's all I have to say. You get it. You get it. Let's not torture the timber, you know?